to Minimal Mindful Mama. I'm Katie Mixon and I make videos about motherhood, minimalism, sustainability, and how to declutter and simplify your life so that you can live the life you want to. The holidays are quickly approaching, and especially for moms, I feel like this can be a very stressful time of the year with all of the expectations and pressure that is on us moms especially. And so today I want to talk about ways that you can minimize holiday stress. Of all the things in our lives that we could be decluttering or minimizing, I think we can all agree that stress is a great one to start with. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and you can go ahead and hit that little bell button so that you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Let's go ahead and get started. The first way that I think we can minimize the stress around the holidays is to have realistic expectations. Personally, when we first had young children, I know it was a little bit of a shock going from Christmas as a young married couple with no kids to Christmas with kids, but little kids, not ones who are old enough to really enjoy the entire Christmas tradition. Thanksgiving was similar. I still wanted to cook a big dinner all day, but my 2-year-old, 3-year-old, they didn't really enjoy Thanksgiving type foods. It wasn't what they were used to. And so I felt very unappreciated after having cooked for so long and then no one wanted to eat it. I'm sure to some people this sounds kind of obvious, but I definitely think that taking a look at the season of life that you're in right now and creating realistic expectations around what your holiday will actually look like in this season can be a really helpful way to remove some of the pressure from yourself and to help you have a much more enjoyable holiday. My second tip for minimizing holiday stress is to delegate. I know, this one seems to be really hard for moms, but decide which things you can delegate to other people. Whether that's giving some chores to your older kids as you prepare for the holiday, whether it's asking your husband for a little bit of extra help. Even though we can push through and be that super mom and try to do it all, it won't be an enjoyable experience, and I think it's important to delegate some of the tasks to other people. My third tip is to let go of perfection. We all have this wonderful Pinterest-worthy picture in our head of how we want the holidays to be, how we want Thanksgiving dinner to be, how we want Christmas to go. And in our heads, it's always just this beautiful, calm, relaxing, enjoyable experience. Not only that, but we often see the decorations that other people put pictures of, and it can be really easy to begin comparing our holidays to those of others. So this holiday season, I just want to encourage you to let go of that Pinterest perfect picture in your head and to embrace the messy, crazy holiday season that you have with your children. Perhaps without the beautiful sparkly glass ornaments all over your Christmas tree, but full of lots of children's art projects and happy, excited little faces. There will always be time in the future years for that picture perfect holiday, but these years when my kids are still little are limited. My fourth tip is to outsource. Similar to delegating, although delegating can be tricky because you have to actually ask for help, and that seems to be the hardest thing to do. But I want to also encourage you to outsource. You don't have to do each and everything yourself. So delegate some things to your family members or people who can help you, and then outsource other things to companies or people who are providing products or services that could really help you minimize the amount of work on your plate. Whether that is ordering pies from a local restaurant, or even your entire dinner, or taking advantage of the gift wrapping services at the store, or even hiring childcare or a cleaning service to help you out around the holiday season. I know that this can be tough if you have a limited budget, but take a look at what all is on your plate and see if there's anything that you could outsource or create a little bit of wiggle room so that you don't have to do everything yourself. My fifth tip is to simplify. Oftentimes around the holidays, it just seems like there are so many things to do and be a part of, and we want to give our families this amazing holiday, but it can be a lot, especially if you're a mom who stays at home or works from home. A lot of that can fall on our plates. So I want to encourage you that you don't need to do it all. You can decide for yourself which things are priorities for your family and which things you can say no to. You can even go through this as a family and determine which things are the most important traditions that your family loves and really wants to do this year, and which things no one would really mind as much if you skipped this year. My sixth tip is one that I've struggled with for a long time. You matter too. I love the holidays and I love to make everyone else have the amazing holiday that they want. That's not a bad thing, but I found myself definitely pushing myself way too hard, running around last minute in an effort to give everyone exactly what they wanted. And I was bending over backwards to give everyone else an amazing holiday, but I was absolutely miserable myself. I was exhausted, I was stressed, I had way too much I was trying to do, and I was killing myself over silly little things like running out on Christmas Eve to get eggnog when someone had mentioned they would like some, when honestly they probably didn't care that much if there was eggnog right away or not. I think this is an especially easy trap for moms to fall into, as we spend most of our lives trying to help other people and to give of ourselves, and sometimes we can just take it too far. So make sure that you are taking some time for yourself this holiday season. You don't have to make it perfect for everyone else, and it's okay for you to express what you would like the holiday to look like, instead of silently listening to everyone else and what they want and trying to make that happen. You matter too, and you should get to enjoy the holiday as well. My seventh tip for minimizing stress around the holiday season is to invent your own traditions. Depending on how you grew up, you may or may not have a lot of family traditions that when you get married, you can either be kind of expected to continue participating in, or that perhaps you want to incorporate into your family. Maybe every year you've done something a certain way, and this year it just feels like too much. An example of this would be last year. I know that things were a little bit weird last year anyway, but for Thanksgiving, rather than doing the big extended family dinner, we were just tired and decided to have a relaxing day at home. I didn't cook a big Thanksgiving dinner. I made one or two dishes that we enjoyed, and we spent the day together decorating our house for Christmas. I actually think that was one of the most enjoyable Thanksgivings that we've had in several years, because it removed all of the pressure and the family expectations of doing all of the different traditions, and we were able to just relax and enjoy each other's company. Of course, we do enjoy spending time with our families as well, and so I'm not suggesting that you have to do that, or that if you do choose to do that, that you have to do it every year. But it's okay to invent your own traditions for your own little family, and to do those and leave some of the former traditions be. My final tip is to adapt to your skill set. We all have things that we are good at and enjoy, and other things that either we don't enjoy or we're just not as good at. So identifying what your favorite aspects of the holidays are and what things you are really skilled at can help you to arrange your holiday season around that. Let me explain. I used to work as a pastry chef at a bakery, and every year when the school tours would come tour the bakery, part of my job would be to teach the kids how to bake cookies, and that was the activity that they did on the tour. So I would walk them through the process and they would get to bake their own cookies. This is something that I felt good at and that I enjoy doing. And so this year I want to do a cookie baking party where we're gonna invite other moms and their kids to come over and bake Christmas cookies with us. I've had friends over to do this in the past, and it's always been really fun and enjoyable for the kids to do together. And I know that it's something that some moms really don't enjoy because baking can be somewhat messy with the kids. And yet you want to give them that experience and that memory of baking cookies together. So because that's something that I enjoy doing, I am excited to coordinate and share that experience with our friends. And that way the other moms don't have to worry about fitting in yet another thing in order to give their kids the experience of baking Christmas cookies. I know for some moms this would be an absolute nightmare, as baking with kids can be extremely messy and sometimes stressful. So it can be really nice to just go somewhere else and leave the mess there and not have to worry about giving your kids that experience all on your own. Of course, different people have different skill sets. So if perhaps you are really good at decorating and perhaps wreath making, or you know how to make some really cool ornaments, you could host friends who would probably love to come over and be creative with other people without having to invest in and find the time for doing this all by themselves. The holidays are a great time to spend time with people that you love, so I think that adapting to your skill set can be a really great way to maybe take some of the pressure off of other people, while at the same time creating a fun and enjoyable experience for yourself. I hope you enjoyed these tips on minimizing the stress around the holiday season. I'd love to hear in the comments what things that you've found in recent years to be helpful in taking the pressure off of yourself. If you're really feeling the stress this year, drop a comment and let me know what aspect of the holidays is causing you to feel a lot of stress this year. I'd love to chat in the comments and collaborate and connect with each other so that we can all come up with ways to help each other and encourage each other through this holiday season. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon in my next video.